Teddy Dolan, the redshirt junior from Garden City, New York, the reigning America East Defensive Player of the Year, 6th in the nation last spring with a .582 save percentage. Starting for the second time in as many games here in 2022. And for the Tigers, Eric Peters, the senior from Highlands Ranch, Colorado. He's won 11 of his last 12 starts. Impressive in the opener. 9 saves in that 22-6 victory over Monmouth. You can see the face-off men getting set. Tyler Sandoval for the Tigers. Matthew D'Souza, the junior, for the Bearcats. D'Souza won 10 of 15 in their season opening loss. Sandoval, 16 of 27. Definitely a matchup to watch, and you can see the rain falling here in the Garden State. Rainy, windy, it's warm, it's in the mid-50s as we get a whistle off the opening draw. Possession awarded to the Tigers, and Jake Stevens will carry in for Princeton, and we'll get our first look at this Tigers offense.
And right away, Cody, you see Alex Rodaro coming out of the box. I know early on in the season it was talked about that he would be on that third attack spot, but I think bringing him out of the box just really shows how dynamic he is. Much more efficient as a downhill dodger from up top, and it also speaks to the efficiency of Tommy Barnes. Really heady player, can use 2 hands, sees the field well. So be great to see these guys get some chemistry.
Yeah, that was one of the things to keep an eye on, and the Tigers strike first. Sammy English coming in from the mid.
And Princeton does a great job with the spacing. There is no slide ready to go. So Sammy's just going to show pass, look off Chris Brown at X, and take it right in.
Matt Madelon talked about they bring in these athletic. Rivardaro. Back from Kuzniak, number 33. First time we've seen him on the field today. Chris Brown, the southpaw. Back to Slusher out in front, the cutter and the goal. Jake Stevens makes it 2-0 Princeton on the extra man tally.
Yeah, and what you're going to see here, Cody, I wish I could tell you I knew what was going to his man up. He usually changes it every week. You don't know what you're going to get as a defensive coordinator.
Tigers with a man-up tally. Jake Stevens had 3 goals on set. Offensive coordinator Jeremy Hirsch, former All-Ivy League defender at Princeton, back as the defensive coordinator. Chris Aslani and your volunteer assistant.
And I think that's as we get a goal there, Cody.
Christian Ronda had 5 on Saturday in his first career.
Similar to the Sammy English's first goal, you're just not going to have a slide ready to go. You see Binghamton press out behind. That's, what Alex Slusher garners in attention. So you take away a slide.
2 freshmen and a guy who plays the wing on face-off. Sean Cameron scores. First career goal for the Bedford, New Hampshire native, 4-0 tie.
It is similar to the first couple goals that we've seen. Just a slide, not really ready to go. And with these Princeton short sticks, you got to slide to them. They're going to win the foot race. And for Sean Cameron,
3 years at North Carolina. First career goal for the product of Bishop Girton, and there's one for Alex Slusher. Take another look as we get a timeout by Binghamton.
Just a great overall face dodge by Slush, and I think the more important part, even though Slush walks away with a goal, is tremendous.
Winkoff against Molshon out in front, tic-tac-toe, and that's Arce getting the scoring started for the Bearcats.
Just a great look-off ball here, Princeton has the extra man. Chris Brown went off sides. Sometimes it sounds a little counterintuitive, but sometimes as a defender, having that extra guy can actually be a bit of a burden, because you expect to have some help inside.
Alex Slusher from the top of the box. Mackesy, the freshman, back to Slusher. Carries center on the run, and he goes low to score. Second goal here in the first quarter.
Right hand, getting to the middle of the field. We talk about that all the time as an offensive player. Get to the middle of the field, shoot at the full 6x6 cage, but what's going to fly a little bit under the radar here is the pick, right?
Penalty about to expire out in front. Great work out in front by Daniel McKinney to make it a 6-2 contest. Second goal of the season for the senior from Martinsville, New Jersey.
Yeah, and what you're going to see here is just a basic 3-3, and the difficulty of covering a 3-3 is It's well spaced, and you see exactly that. Inside, you got to share the crease as a defenseman. You see when the crease is up that high, you have to pressing by Binghamton.
Daniel McKinney out of Bridgewater Raritan. He was first-team All-State as a senior, and Binghamton gets another one right off the face-off win. Sudden that 5-goal deficit turns into 6-3.
You know, and look, this is just a great job by Binghamton, taking advantage of the opportunity. You're late on the slide, and how hard these guys ride.
Bardaro gets the hands free and beats him low to get one back for the Tigers.
It just makes him so dynamic, and his ability to go over the top, his ability to go under here, little left to right split. And what you're really going to see, what's impressive about this is he's going to look off that side once again. So you're going to see 34 press out the slusher. Vidar kind of baits him into doing that, right? And that's a next level type play.
Mackesy, the freshman. Brown defended by the pole. Stevens wide open, left unmarked, and the Tigers get one back to jump on top 8-3.
And this is just great threat he is. You're going to see the Binghamton short stick D mid take a step at Chris Brown. Great spacing by Princeton. Slusher being well spaced at X. Takes that second slide away. You're going to see them press out at X. Great skip by Chris Brown. Jake Stevens is
today, and that's Sam English mucking things up in the middle of the field. It'll stay with the Bearcats. Cahal Robert trail checks it away, and here come the Tigers. 5-on-2 the other way. Alex Slusher, nobody's going to stop that.
Nope. That's just great, and this is exactly what Princeton wants to do. This is the brand of lacrosse. Easy, and you see that right here where you get a great strip by Cahal Roberts. Sammy English is going to push in transition. Your simple 3-on-2, but like I said, that's the brand that Princeton wants to play where nothing's going to be easy.
First time today, earlier this possession, Chris Brown trying to get the hands free. Rolls inside and scores.
Chris Brown. His ability to hitch to his left hand, you know, teams are going to scout him as a lefty. And so you see the short stick D mid approach him to the top side. Chris rolls back, uses his right hand, goes 5-hole. And
Tigers win. Alex Hewitt allowing 1 goal over 51 minutes in that contest. Sammy English ducking behind the defense. He has another one, and the Tigers make it 11-3.
This is just great spacing by the Princeton offense once again, but I think one of the interesting things you'll see is Christian Ronda getting the pull. After that big game on Saturday, you know, he garners a lot of attention. You got to get
the clear. Luke Crimmins joining the fray, and he blasted past Dolan for his first of the season. And he has his first of the year.
And this is just great to see because you have one of your seniors who's played a lot of offense throughout his career and, you know, at one point was one of the best offensive guys.
Back to Pedersen, short stick matchup. Gets under the defense, goes top shelf. Great individual effort by Bo Pedersen, the junior.
American attackman, one of the best athletes on the team. He's dodging an offensive midi for Binghamton.
Staff. Tommy Barnes up to Chris Brown, trying to roll in now. Rolls left, goes top shelf, and scores with 4 seconds to go.
And you see Princeton, not much going on, but, you know, under Coach Mitchell, this is a place that he really emphasizes. You have spaghetti up top, which means you have no set movement. Everybody's just kind of scrambling, trying to create some havoc.
And takeaway, nice clear across midfield through Matthew Keegan, the freshman who gets doubled. Lazaretto and Molshine, but they break through. Here's Thomas Greenblatt. Centering pass, bouncer and a goal. Justin Radurka, the grad student, opening up the...
This is just a great job taking advantage of an opportunity. You know, you get caught in transition, 3-on-2 situation. You pop to space and you hit a bouncer on this slick turf. You don't know where it's going to go as a goalie, and I think Peters would give you that same insight.
Back up top to Brown. Here's English, short stick matchup. Flag flies, shot by Stevens, low to high, and he scores.
Here versus zone. You're going to see people draw guys, step into gaps, make some of the Binghamton defenders move, and those skip lanes then are going to widen. I think that, you know, the beauty of the Princeton zone offense is
Here's Chazza now on the face-off win. He's scored once tonight, and this one sneaks past Peters. Not sure if that was deflected in front. If not, that'll Maryland on Saturday. Unsettled situation. Chris Brown left unmarked, and he beats him. So Brown with another goal.
To finish in front of the goal there. You know, Vidar is going to draw, slide. Chris is going to face dodge. You see, he doesn't fade. He finishes in front of the goal. You end up getting a great shot.
Binghamton trying to chip away. Shot on the move against the new goalkeeper, Rackauer, and they beat him up high. Andrew Arce with his...
Yeah, absolutely. Well spaced, and, you know, I think the biggest thing here is you have a big righty, and you let him get to his right hand. You know, that's sometimes the shots that you want to give up, just a good, well-placed shot. And sometimes...
Tigers across the top of the defense. Barnes thought about winding up. Pass out towards midfield on the turf, scooped up by Crimmins, and now Chris Brown will settle it down. They've had Max Verch on Brown, and there's a dodge and a goal.
You catch the Binghamton defense in strange spots. They're in between playing a zone and playing their man. Luke Crimmins recognizes the opportunity. It's a ground ball. It's off ball, on ball. You know, he can really do it all.
Beautiful feed across the front of the crease. Jake Stevens finishes. That one came in from West.
Look, Cody is just awesome. I mean, Weston Carpenter seeing through the defense. And when we talk about the Princeton depth, Weston Carpenter is a prime example, you know. Playing with him for 1 year, you know that he tore on here, Cody. Anytime you get a man up, he's got such a good stick.
How about Chris Brown?
And I speak too soon.
Chris Brown with his 4th goal of the day back.
Right, and, you know, we talked about this entirely tonight, but once again, his ability to finish in front. You know, you get a great carry by Sam English. He drags, short stick snaps away. Instead of just settling for that low angle, Chris...
Last year had 6 points. O'Hara, some contact from behind, somehow maintains possession. Winkoff, top shelf to score with the flag down. That's 19-7. Impressive. Tim Winkoff gets his first of the night.
Yeah, absolutely. Just great movement, great ball movement, and then, you know, not much to say, just a rocket.
Aslanian or Aslanian taking shots. That's pretty good if you're a goalie to have one of the better professional players in the world.
It definitely doesn't get much better than that as we get a goal.
Shot and a goal for the Tigers. Make it an even 20. The second time in as many games the Tigers have scored at least 20. First of the season by Crockett. Princeton pulling away here late.
In those games,
that one rolls in. Initial shot came in from the top of the box from Griffin Chernoff. See if we can see if this hit anybody on the way in. Looks like it got in cleanly past Gian Fricaro.
You know, it looks like it did. It looks like it hit.
Still 20 seconds left on the dual penalties, so we're still out there playing 5-on-5. Binghamton with another shot and another goal. Dylan Braddock, number 30, dancing Michigan with his first career goal.
Yeah, and just a great right-to-right split and getting to the middle of the field. You know, as a defenseman, the number one thing you don't want to give up is the middle of the field. You know, you got 3 great goals.
Saved by Martin, long carom. Scooped up off the turf by Jared Piccione. Tigers causing the turnover and another Princeton goal. Younger brother of Tommy Barnes, his father an All-American defender here at Princeton, turning some defense into offense.
Absolutely, just a great ride again by Princeton. You know, we talked about it all night. The ability to get second.
Hall Roberts overthrows Bath. Gives it up, gets it back, and scores his first career goal from 15 yards out.
Yeah, just a heads-up play here. Skip off the turf, move it off the ground, overhand high to...
The depth chart at long stick midfield, they've got Song, they've got Lazaretto. Face-off win by Binghamton. This one thrown behind the intended target as they try to lash it back. A Tiger loses his stick. And there's the final horn. 22-9, Princeton wins for the second straight game to open up the 2022 season. The Tigers score 22 on 2-22-22 with number 22 in the booth.
Big time coincidence.
22-9, the final score. Michael, thoughts on this one? An impressive performance by the Tigers.
Definitely. I mean, heading in